eyes twinkle. Microphone check.
That his hunger speaks directly to the people that I feel like are usually marginalized, because even with the levels that he got to in the game, he still spoke to the lowest denominator in the streets, and they felt it, and I love that shit. His story, I love it. But can he just fucking stop being a bitch ass nigga? I am fucking tired of going every week on my socials defending Meek Mill, dog. Like, I don't even know the dude. But each day, he's trying to out-clown himself.
That speaks to his character, right?
Yes! And that's my worry about liking his music.
Yeah.
I'm like, do I really like you for the right reasons?
Sooner or later, we're going to have to cancel you.
Me?
But him. The way he's going.
Oh, like, yes.
The way he's going. Like,
going. And I wanted to bring this just directly from the end. Like, to me, it was a week of Meek Mill, but I wanted to touch directly at the end because I know there's someone who should be touched very closely in this pod by a leaked audio of Meek Mill rapping bars that I'ma bring the chopper out and go out like Kobe. That was a very, very touchy thing around the whole culture. And I wanted to know how Cash feels specifically about that.
For me, hip hop, I'll make it long. Hip hop is known for, kind of poking, saying things that people might find inappropriate for whatever reasons, because, creators sometimes push the boundary, but without even saying that's too soon, I just thought that whole line was distasteful, and the bar wasn't even that dope. That's the other thing. If you're going to go out on that ledge, at least have your bar being fire.
Yeah.
Because the things with rappers...
Let us be like, ish, yeah, bad.
Wait. Like, if it was fire, it was going to be fine.
No. It's still not going to be fine.
We were going to understand why you went out on the ledge. The bar.
Why you took the risk?
Because you thought of the bar, and you're like, I need to change this bar because it's about Kobe. But the bar was so dope, you convince yourself that
it's worth the risk.
I'm going to take the ledge. I know I'm going to get backlash over this, but it's such a dope bar that I'm going to leave it out there. Rappers sometimes do things like that, and we understand. But when it's not that dope of a bar, it leads me to ask, why did you leave it there?
And also look at we just recently. I don't believe in the anniversary of people's deaths, but Kobe passed not too long ago. You dropped that bar. The family's obviously grieving. The timing. I know, like Pusha T's got a. I remember when I first heard Pusha's line where he says, "As Steve Jobs, wealth don't buy health." Steve Jobs had been passed. I also thought that was distasteful.
Exactly.
And those are some of the things. Sometimes
Did he catch some smoke?
He didn't.
He didn't. He didn't because Steve Jobs had been passed away.
Also, I don't even think it's only because of that. I think it's because of the status. If where Pusha was in terms of the public, how many people are gonna see or hear this is lower than where Meek is right now. If Meek did this line 4 years ago, this line, even if by some reversal Kobe had died before that, if Meek was where he was like 4 years ago before Nicki and shit, probably this line was not going to be trending on Twitter because only a few people were going to hear it. So to me, it adds to the Duguti. Are you not aware of who is looking at you when you say shit? Because you can ride a bar, but when you're going to record it in studio, are you not aware how many eyes are on you? Are you not aware that Kobe Bryant's wife is gonna hear this because you are fucking close to Jay-Z, dog? Like you're close to me. Probably she feels like, who the fuck is this Meek Mill guy? Let me try and play because I know Jay-Z's been speaking a lot about him.
Because
I'm for prison reform.
But she
responds.
did say she doesn't know him. She
said
she found it distasteful.
Yes, because I wanted to go before that. Even before that moment, as Meek, you must know that someone who's like, I almost actually said Virginia Williams. Pusha was gonna smoke us because apparently you can't say her fiance's name on record.
Okay.
Kobe Bryant's wife, Mrs. Bryant, though.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, mina to me, in someone in Meek's position, should already be knowing that Kobe Bryant's wife is in public, Kobe's death is in public. There's too many people who are sentimental about Kobe, so even whether you are wrong or not, they would still act away. Why not just leave it out?
And the thing about
That was my thing.
the thing about Meek is the fact that you've had him out. Meek needs to know. I mean, how do you go from the person who was fighting prison reform? I saw a lot of interviews. Was Meek was tours. I'm talking like your Trevor like the late show with Trevor Noah, the kind of platforms, because you're now discussing a very big topic about prison reform and how it affects black people, the prison system complex. You're now at the face of that. Then so you probably gain the following, or people are now paying attention to what you do over and above you as a rapper. But then you just do a lot of clout chasey type shit. Like even that whole thing with him and 6ix9ine in the club, and like even people question like, yo, why are you even moving in these kind of places? Like you're above that grade. Like you've got the perfect mentor in Jay-Z, bro. Jay-Z has always moved different. He's always moved in a way where he keeps himself
At
clear
this
of
point,
the
we must stop associating Jay-Z with Meek, bro.
But can we though, in terms of how close they're tied together? Aren't there some Rock Nation
they?
somethings in terms of business deals or whatever?
Are they?
Hey, who knows? Maybe Jay-Z
It doesn't
came
show.
clearly like the mentorship is not working, bro. It's clearly not reaping rewards because and that's the thing about Meek, man. I watched that Meek documentary like that he had, and this. Look, everyone's got their flaws, but come on, bro. This is. I don't want to give this too much light, I mean, because it's not a good look at. It's all I'll say is like, fam. This is beneath homie, like in terms of just him as a person, as an artist, like your dreams and nightmares. You come out of prison, your catalog, all like. She's just hella fire. Do you even need any of this other stuff that you're doing? It's not like you need relevance, so I don't get it.
That's for me, like for me personally, like sometimes you just gotta learn who people are. So like for me, this thing, whether it's hip hop bars, whatever, that don't matter. At this point, it's just actually about Meek as a person. Like if you took it, that means you generally. Like, and because of everything else that's going around you, like as a person, you have a lot of stuff to go through and to deal with. You know what I mean? And it's very similarly to and just bear with me to like the euphonic shit where like when you're just being an asshole generally, or like you have a lot of shit that you need to go through, and like for whatever reason, we probably won't understand as the public, quote unquote. But like because you're putting it out here, that shit is just so hard to miss, So when I look at Meek and whatnot, I'm just like, yeah, he that's what I'm saying. Like on the current trajectory, sooner or later some shit is gonna happen, and then Meek is gonna get cancelled, and then it's gonna be like, fuck, it had to be you.
And
it had to be you.
Because now
same thing with you for Nick, and like,
yes, that's
and I just want to put it on audio, so just so that like we can also sort of, we don't have to address it, but like people like that, like you, like the goofballs, like
that's like you're a shit person.
Like you're a shit person.
You're a cornball.
I wanted to read this because we spoke about it like
are you
like
corny? You're a cornball, son.
Dog. Now it's no longer for me. It's not even about are you guilty or not. It's about that your conduct just shows that you are a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Like you are going out in public to try to prove to people that you are an asshole. Regardless whether now the crime itself was committed or not. I even if a court of law can bring video evidence, I'm like, look at this guy being innocent, he's sleeping the whole night where he was questioned, what he was doing this and whatever. I'd still be like, I now don't like you for how you acted after. I don't like how you reacted to everything that was happening, because that then showed your character. And you can take people to different positions. Inside. Water. You can take people to different positions, but if they still have their own character trait, like the positions that you get put in, they don't define your character traits. And I feel like it actually kind of links also with that shit we were saying, Uguti, like selling a persona. Uguti, at the end of the day, yes, there's everything that can happen, but then there's still you.
Yeah.
there'll always still be you
Yeah, shit,
as a
nigga.
person.
Yeah.
And if you as a person are a shit person,
Bro.
no matter how people help you out, dog, you're gonna come out and go, man, look, fucking the game, dog.
Yeah.
I'm sorry now.
And,
I'm so fucking. I'm like,
And don't fucking go on the legend and act like you
bad
have haters and shit like that.
dog,
Like,
you
you don't even have haters.
You're
Like,
just a motherfucker. Like,
just chill. Yeah.
people hate motherfuckers.
Shut up for saying that, bro.
I feel like
Like, people like guess at the
people
old
need
haters.
to
No.
realize that people
You're a
in
douchebag,
general
yes.
do not like douchebags. Those people are not your haters. People in general in life, the reason the biggest douchebags think they have a lot of haters is because people just
Don't
generally
like-
do not like douchebags.
Yeah.
So stop being a douchebag, and people are gonna fucking either.
They won't have a problem with you.
Yes.
They don't even think about
Because
you.
at the very least, people should just not think of you.
Yeah.
They don't have a problem.
Shouldn't pay you any mind, bro.
You know, like,
So
man.
maybe to I don't know how long I don't want to drag it too
Yeah, I
long.
think we should wrap up because like
How far?
we started earlier than this, so there's extra time on this. So approaching the 1:30.
So like just a high level, like shot. Like, do you think the whole Meek situation from a rap perspective, like, do rappers need to be more careful of what they say now? You know, without quote unquote sort of limiting what they say
Censorship.
because it's
Yeah,
censorship. You know what I'm saying?
censorship
But like,
versus.
rap as
Freedom
we
of
know it,
expression.
you know, like.
So, mina teaser, mina fethu. Luckily, you asked me this because I've actually been thinking of that question for almost a whole week before I knew that you were going to ask it. Because that's what has been going on in my head also. And what I felt, mina, is that rappers need to be themselves. There's a reason why someone like die on your ledge. The reason why you are
Even Meek.
No. The thing is, the reason why you are being criticized as Meek is because this is not your usual ledge. Your ledge now is prison reform and being educated about stuff. Because once you're educated about prison reform, we think that you are able to at least be in general, be able to think of someone else. Because that's where this all comes from. So I'm saying that to say there's a reason why people like Eminem are still able to get away with the most cringiest lyrics. Not that they don't get backlash, but it doesn't make headline news and whatever. Because he laid the bed and he lied on it for years and years and years. So if you are that, rather just be that, other than if now it's like the sticky situation Nikki put herself in. Just being involved with people with accusations and all that. And I'm like, look, this will define your career. You might think it doesn't, but it will define your career because you are seen as this kind of person. When you are now associated with a person who's a complete opposite of this, it completely taints. That's why you then get the backlash. That's why people who are assholes, just general, are able to get away with just being assholes. Now, abantu abafana no Meek want to dabble in being seen as the figure. It's like a pastor to cheating. A normal dude cheating can be seen as just, hey, but then a pastor cheating is looked at as you should have known better than to like chow someone in the church.
To practice what you preach.
Yeah, well, that
Literally.
it's literally that kind of vibe.
Then figuratively.
So to me, it's that.
Thou shalt not commit adultery. Nigga, you child homie's wife. Fuck is
Because
you
to
talking
me,
about, bro?
so my answer is that I still think censorship is at the right level because I've seen people who've represented themselves as who they are get the benefit of the doubt that censorship doesn't come with.
You know why I'm asking? Like, I'm asking because rap as we know it, should it not evolve? Should some of the stuff that mattered for rap should evolve, right? I think so too.
Like how
we
we
kind
need,
of-
to me, dude, I have a simple thing. I know I'm probably like abantu bakaze bayicabanga nje leyo nto. I'm now like really offended by rappers on record saying pause on shit that one on any shit. Two, I even hate it more because it's shit which is quote unquote not even pause worthy. So I'm like, what you think you are doing is something different. I get that you are not being malicious like this, but what you are not getting is you are promoting a certain culture. Immediately when you say pause, the person who's a bigot feels validated. Because pause to him means, yes, it is wrong to do this.
Hence pause.
Hence pause. And I'm like, shit, maybe we shouldn't do that, man. Like, we have so much lyricism that we are not so desperate to keep something like a pause, for example. There's a lot of shit that goes around in hip hop, but being exactly example, we should evolve. Because
Sure, I think so.
hip hop has always represented life. Hip hop has been the closest thing. People will do love songs when they're sad. Do the most beautiful love songs when they're sad and breaking up. But with hip hop, it has always mimicked real life because it was an expression of real life. So if life is changing in how it is presented,
Hip hop
needs to change how it represents itself to the world. Because it's part of learning and unlearning and all
I mean,
of that
like
shit.
I remember. I also remember, like I remember, J. Cole Drake song. I'm ending
autism
lyrics.
line.
Yeah, I'm ending lyrics just because
The autism
it's
line.
the times we live
Yeah.
in.
When it dropped,
I
because it
think
dropped now, if you go to DSPs and go listen to Joy the Spec, sorry to
Yeah.
the song is Joy the Spec, features Cole. He said a line, he got a lot of backlash for it. It was on just a throwaway song,
cleaned it up,
fan counts
bro.
and whatever.
Yeah.
And then what they then decided on, Uguti, one, they're gonna try to take down that song as much as they can on the internet. And when they released it normally, and they were releasing it now on the care package, which I think was 2018, so it was in the recent times even. So he got backlash back then. So now you're even releasing it in a time where you've even cleaned up your image. He went and Drake said it's like Cole went and specifically asked, if you're gonna put the song on there, please bleep out that whole verse,
That's it.
that whole line.
Yeah.
That whole line literally is just quiet. They didn't even do it. It just plays a beat,
Yeah.
and then they continue.
But
Because
what
they're in tune with the time.
what I love about that is like, and like Drake, J. Cole, they kind of represent new school of our age. I know there's a new school now because
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
yes.
but like they were not bothered about it. That doesn't make you less hip hop. That doesn't make you less anything. Just remove it because there's someone offended. So
Exactly.
sometimes like Meek or whoever, like just don't do something because there's someone offended, And I understand that people generally
Love
do
that
get
point.
offended, but like sometimes just be human before you being an artist, really.
That is- and that is exactly now my point on like hip hop mimics real life. If in real life we are going to a world where we are trying to be sensitive to how we offend people, then even in hip hop, it should be like shaping out to like, yes, you still have creative freedom, but even for example, we can't say Jack Perro has creative freedom.
Another fly.
Another fly, damn, catches another fly in the
It
trunk.
warned you though.
Ma, what did I say? Red wine.
That's what I like.
It's on audio,
Which
bro.
I did say you can rewind. So shit. What the fuck was I saying? I just forgot.
It's fine. Yeah.
But yes.
Offending
Stop-
people.
stop
the
being-
current times we live
You just
in.
got back.
Yes, but then
Can't remind him.
Yeah,
Just
but
go.
then
We're
the-
talking about Drake and
No, but I caught his the last
yes,
statement he was
the whole
making,
thing.
yeah.
The whole thing though is just about Uti. It's not the fact that you are being limited in how you create. You are being made aware of the environment you are creating in.
Imagine-
hip hop artists have
imagine-
always been those people who, if you couldn't make, like, for example, a party record that's gonna drop on the 16th of June in 1976 in South Africa, because it was a sad day. Every song that refers to that is a bit sad. It's like it's just environment, just looking at shit.
Look,
Yeah.
imagine like, and I think like somewhat a hip hop artist have done it, but like sometimes imagine using the biggest culture to teach unlearning, to make people, stop doing what they previously used to do because it was normalized, stuff like pause,
And the quote unquote most problematic.
and like
culture.
in America, I know they're trying to like move away from drug talk. That takes away from black people and it's been preached by black people and like,
Yeah.